What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode with the Millennial Builder. We are at my basement remodel right now, and we're just gonna run down there and see what we've got going on. We've got Handyman Peckman and Marty working on it. So what are you working on?
So right here, you're gonna have to cut this door down.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come across here with a 2x2. And you're gonna sheetrock on top of that and come down with this. It's just gonna be low right there.
What do you think, Marty? You learning anything?
Oh yeah. I'm teaching Joe.
So we've got them working on getting the basement all softened so that we can hang the drywall over all those different vents and the electrical and everything. So you're probably wondering, why does a professional contractor like myself who builds tons of different houses, why do I shop at Home Depot? So I get this question a lot, and really the main answer from my end is convenience. So what I really like with Home Depot is I don't have to pay the markup of a lumber yard, and I get basically the same service, because as a production builder I already know exactly what it is I need. I know the exact lumber amounts, so I really don't need a lumber yard figuring out any of my takeoffs for the amount of lumber I need. So being a production builder, everything is the same. So the thing I really like with Home Depot is I already know what I need, and I don't have to pay the markup of having a salesman at a lumber yard.
It was just right there. I got it for you. Put it.
Do you know if they have the heaters in the side?
Yeah, right there. No, actually, the heaters we don't stock anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No, we used to. I don't believe. I think they're online only now.
So, to summarize why I shop at Home Depot as a professional contractor, the main thing it really comes down to is speed and price. You know, being that I build production houses, everything's done in about 90 days from start to finish, so I don't have time to wait for ordering and for shipping, especially with everything going on right now with Corona. And the second thing is really the price. I don't really need to pay a commissioned sales guy at a big lumber yard to do the takeoffs, because I know exactly what my buildings take, and it's the same every time.
Hello.
Troy boy.
What's going on?
Not much. See, I got the tub. The only thing is it's the heater element is online order only.
That's fine.
So can we use a generic one? Or should I just order it and we can just put it in later?
Is it open, or is there a way to get to it somehow there? We gotta leave access? I don't know what kind of tub it is, I guess, but...
It's like the Everclean. It looks like the panel on the front, it looks like comes off.
Yeah, so then I can probably get to it later.
Okay. Well, we'll just take a look at it and see what we got. So, but I got it. We're good to go. So we just got here to the Twin One building in Baldwin. So to go over just a little bit of, you know, this idea with Home Depot and what I do buy from Home Depot and what I don't. We might just go around and take a look just at a few of the different things on this building that are from Home Depot and some of the things that aren't. So to start off here, all of the windows are Anderson windows, and those all come from Home Depot. All of the framing lumber comes from Home Depot. All of the shingles come from Home Depot. The siding I actually get at a lumber yard. This front door I get at Home Depot, and this is actually probably one of the best deals on the entire house. This is typically about a $2,000 fiberglass stained door, and I get this for about 500 bucks. So as we come through this part of the house, all of the drywall comes from Home Depot. This sink, Home Depot. Cabinets are from a cabinet company. All of my flooring does not come from Home Depot. It comes from one of my subcontractors. You come into the master. All the ceiling fans are Home Depot. Basically all of the trade specific stuff comes from those trades. So the outlets, light switches, all the HVAC, those contractors bring their own products. So I don't supply any of those. This range hood is Home Depot. All of the appliances, I was doing Home Depot, and now most of those are actually coming from Best Buy. So as we come out here, all of the trim and millwork comes from a millwork company, so that's not Home Depot. But all of the fire doors that separate the garage to the house, those are all Home Depot. Again, all the trade specific stuff, panels, all the HVAC, that all comes from the contractors that I hire. They bring all of their own products. All of the paint, as of right now, we actually do Sherwin-Williams paint. We'll go check out the other side and see if there's any other stuff over there. So where I get the best deals with Home Depot actually comes down to the bulk ordering. So being that I do production style houses, everything on these houses is the same. So, you know, when I go to order ceiling fans, basically I'm ordering them like 100 at a time. So that's where I'm really getting the good deals, is through my bulk ordering.
You're paying for service. Home Depot's cheaper, Menards is cheaper, but if you need specialty items and you need them tomorrow, you probably ain't gonna get them. So that's the one nice thing.
So moving through this side, all the fireplaces, actually the fireplace and the stone and the installation of the stone actually comes all from one company. So that's a separate company. As we come through here, actually all of the countertops and the vanity countertops, I do all quartz, and that's actually ordered through Home Depot. Other than that, that's about it from Home Depot. The tubs typically come from the plumber. Obviously today we had to pick up that specialty one that the plumber couldn't get. But again, that's an advantage of Home Depot, is if they've got it in stock, we can just go pick it up and bring it to the job site. So we are talking today about Home Depot and Menards versus professional distribution. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that?
Yep.
Well, some of that stuff's alright, and then obviously some of the stuff with the wholesale, we get a better kind of like a warranty for ourselves for the stuff they give us, so they give us parts right away. So obviously I can in turn give parts back to the customer right away, so that kind of pays for itself. Whereas Menards, you got to sit on the phone every once in a while for some of their products for a couple days before you get some results, if not a week. So that's why I usually use my wholesale house.
So what's the advantage of the Home Depot or the big box?
Well, some of the prices are cheaper on some of the stuff. That makes it a little difficult to obviously tell a customer what my price is from the wholesale house, and then they can go to Menards and see it. But obviously the advantages are if stuff's wrong and all that kind of stuff, what they get for it, you know, in return for quality of service, I guess, and, you know, replacement. Ideally, hopefully we shouldn't have to replace anything, but if it happens.
So I would say, all in all, of the material on these buildings, probably about 60% is from, probably about 60% is from Home Depot. Most of the subcontractors who do the trade work, they usually bring all their own except for the framing. But yeah, that gives you kind of a good idea of what we're doing on these houses, and from the production side, why I use Home Depot versus using, you know, a professional distribution place.
These two jamokes.
Make late do it. Yeah, let it watch, Alex.
You're a big, strong man, you know that?
I get paid extra for this stuff, you know?
You got it.
Beautiful.
Bill, figure.
So the main objection that I get about using Home Depot over, you know, a lumber yard is the quality. So what I've found, and this is just, you know, from my experience, you know, might be different in different regions, but really Home Depot, as far as the lumber that I've bought and a lot of the products that I bought, they're really no different than a lumber yard. Where I found a difference is Menards. The quality of lumber from Menards is usually much different than a Home Depot or a lumber yard as far as being a lower quality of actual lumber. But in my experience with building these houses and using lumber, especially the framing lumber from Home Depot, is most of it's the same name brand, the same manufacturer lumber as what you get at a big lumber yard. So the main difference with the lumber yard is obviously going to be you are going to have a commissioned salesman who, for a custom house, it would be worth, and building the mega cabin, I do have a salesman I go through where they're doing takeoff, they're figuring out numbers, figuring out sizes of boards and everything you need, and basically you're paying a higher price for the products to make up for that work that they're doing. That's how they're getting paid, is through commission on those products. But being a production builder, I really don't need anyone doing any calculations because I've built the same building so many times. I know exactly how many pieces of 2x6 or 2x4 I need, and I really don't need any help calculating that. So when you go to Home Depot, there are no salesmen. There's a pro desk, but there's really no commissioned salesman. So the price I get is much, much better, but the service that you get and the expertise you get is lower. So there's always a trade-off. But as far as quality, I've really never had any issues with the quality of the products at Home Depot. And I'd love to hear in the comments if you think that there is a difference, or if you found in your region there is a difference in the lumber or in the sheet goods or anything like that. But that's really why I use Home Depot, you know, as a production builder, is really comes down to price. The quality is really not tangible, and just the speed of being able to get what I need. So I'm just getting back here to my basement remodel, and we're gonna see what they got going on. Mr. Johnson.
How's it going?
Good. So we're talking today a little bit about professional distribution versus big box store. What's your take on that?
Professional.
So, like your plumbing supplies versus Home Depot.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Ours are a lot better.
Yep. So what's better about them?
A lot better product, better brass, instead of plastic drains. Something that people stand behind.
So you think the plumbing especially would be one where the professional stuff stands out?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Small piece? Like just check for that.
That camera on my face.
What do you got going on?
Look at this.
A lot of progress, looking good, looking good.
What do you got for a vanity there? Do you know what's going on yet?
Probably a 30. I'm thinking a 30. And then, is that what you guys had figured?
32 is set up here now, but
Okay.
it would work. 30 would work.
Because then I had figured doing right here all
Linen?
linen, and then we'll have a trap door in the back of it.
Yep.
Is there there's no rules against that, is there?
No, it's just got to be accessible.
So we'll just have a trap door in the back of the linen.
Yep.
So we're just getting finished up here in the basement with some of the softening. Plumbers are just getting finished up with what they've got. But that's about it for today. So thanks again for joining us. Hopefully you learned a little bit today about the difference of big box store versus professional distribution, and why we do some of that way, and why I choose to do a lot of big box being a production builder. But if you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. If you want to see some more stuff like this, this is kind of what we're going to do now moving forward, is trying to put out some more information about things that people keep asking me questions on. So if you want to hit the subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.